which lifetime or sealed for life fluids are slowly destroying your transmission, differential, or other critical systems while manufacturers tell you they never need changing? And how many drivers are getting hit with $3,000 to $5,000 repair bills because they trusted the lifetime fluid claim? After over 20 years diagnosing transmission failures, differential problems, and hydraulic system issues, I can tell you that the lifetime fluid recommendation is one of the most expensive lies in the automotive industry. Today I'm exposing 5 specific fluids that manufacturers claim are lifetime, but actually degrade and cause catastrophic failures when not changed. This isn't about selling unnecessary service. This is about preventing failures I see constantly in my shop. Let's break down the truth. First, let's understand why manufacturers started claiming fluids are lifetime or sealed for life. Because this didn't happen because the fluids magically got better. It happened because of marketing and cost of ownership competition. When you're comparing vehicles, one factor is projected maintenance cost. A manufacturer claiming their transmission fluid is lifetime looks cheaper to maintain than a competitor requiring fluid changes every 60,000 miles. The vehicle appears less expensive to own, which helps sales. But here's the catch. Lifetime means the design life of the component, not the actual lifespan of the vehicle. Manufacturers might design a transmission to last 150,000 miles without a fluid change before it needs rebuilding. That meets their lifetime definition, even though the vehicle might go 250,000 miles with proper maintenance. You're expected to replace the entire transmission at 150,000 miles rather than just changing fluid at 60,000 and 120,000 to keep it running longer. Additionally, most powertrain warranties cover 60,000 to 100,000 miles. If the transmission fails at 120,000 miles because the lifetime fluid degraded, that's outside warranty coverage, your problem, not theirs. The manufacturer sold you a car that looked maintenance-free during the warranty period, and the expensive failure happens on your dime. So let's go through the 5 fluids manufacturers claim are lifetime that actually kill your car when you don't change them. Lifetime fluid number 1, automatic transmission fluid in sealed transmissions. Many modern transmissions from BMW, Mercedes, Volkswagen, Honda, Nissan, and others are marketed as sealed for life or using lifetime fluid. The manufacturer says you never need to change the fluid. The reality is that transmission fluid degrades over time from heat, friction, and contamination. It oxidizes, loses viscosity, and accumulates debris from clutch pack wear and metal-on-metal contact. I've torn down sealed transmissions at 80,000 to 120,000 miles that never had fluid changed per manufacturer recommendation. The fluid is black, burnt-smelling, and contaminated with metal particles. The clutch packs are glazed and slipping. The valve body passages are clogged with varnish. These transmissions are destroyed because the degraded fluid couldn't protect or lubricate properly. Compare that to identical transmissions where owners ignored the lifetime claim and changed fluid every 60,000 miles. At 150,000 miles, the fluid is still relatively clean, the clutch packs are functional, and the transmission shifts smoothly. Changing fluid every 60,000 miles costs maybe $150 to $300 per service, $600 to $900 over 180,000 miles. Not changing it costs $3,000 to $5,000 for a transmission rebuild or replacement at 120,000 miles. The lifetime fluid claim is killing transmissions. Change your automatic transmission fluid every 60,000 miles regardless of what the manual says. Your transmission will last 200,000 plus miles instead of failing at 100,000 to 150,000. Lifetime fluid number 2, differential fluid in sealed differentials. Many vehicles have sealed rear differentials or transfer cases that manufacturers claim use lifetime fluid. The fluid sits in these housings for 100,000 plus miles, accumulating metal particles from gear wear, breaking down from heat, and losing its protective additives. I've drained differential fluid at 100,000 miles that looked like metallic sludge. The gears were pitted and worn, the bearings were damaged, the seals were leaking because the degraded fluid attacked the rubber. These failures could have been prevented with a simple $100 fluid change every 50,000 to 60,000 miles. Differential and transfer case fluid should be changed every 50,000 to 60,000 miles, especially if you tow, drive in mountains, or operate in extreme temperatures. These conditions generate heat that degrades fluid faster. Don't wait for the lifetime fluid to destroy your differential. Lifetime fluid number 3, power steering fluid in sealed systems. Some vehicles use sealed power steering systems where the manufacturer claims the fluid never needs changing. The reality is that power steering fluid operates under high pressure and temperature. It breaks down over time, becomes contaminated with moisture and debris, and loses its hydraulic properties. I've diagnosed power steering pump failures, rack and pinion leaks, and hydraulic assist problems traced directly to degraded fluid that was never changed because the system was sealed for life. The fluid turns dark brown to black, smells burnt, and becomes acidic. That acidic fluid attacks, seals, and damages internal components. Power steering fluid should be flushed and replaced every 60,000 to 80,000 miles. It costs $100 to $150 for a flush. Replacing a failed power steering pump or rack and pinion costs $800 to $2,000. Do the math. Lifetime fluid number 4, coolant in extended life cooling systems. Many manufacturers now claim their coolant is good for 150,000 miles or even the lifetime of the vehicle. Extended life coolants do last longer than traditional coolants, but they're not truly lifetime. Coolant breaks down from heat cycling, becomes contaminated with rust and scale, loses its corrosion inhibitors, and becomes acidic. I've seen cooling systems at 120,000 miles with original coolant that are corroded internally. The radiator has sediment buildup, the water pump is corroding, the heater core is clogged, the coolant is brown and acidic. These problems lead to overheating, water pump failure, radiator leaks, and potentially head gasket failure from repeated overheating. Extended life coolant should be changed every 100,000 miles maximum, not left for 150,000 or the lifetime of the vehicle. A coolant flush costs $100 to $150. Repairing overheating damage costs thousands. Lifetime fluid number 5, brake fluid in sealed brake systems. Some manufacturers claim brake fluid in sealed systems doesn't need regular replacement. This is dangerous. Brake fluid is hygroscopic. It absorbs moisture from the air over time. Even in a sealed system, moisture gets in through microscopic pores in rubber hoses and seals. As moisture content increases, the fluid's boiling point drops, which can cause brake fade under heavy braking. The moisture also causes internal corrosion of brake calipers, master cylinders, and ABS components. I've diagnosed brake caliper seizures, master cylinder failures, and ABS module problems caused by moisture-contaminated brake fluid that was never changed. The brake fluid turns dark brown and has water content above 3%. That's dangerous. Fresh brake fluid is clear or light amber and has less than 1% water content. Brake fluid should be flushed every 2 to 3 years, regardless of mileage or what the manufacturer claims. It costs $80 to $120 for a complete flush. Replacing corroded brake components costs hundreds to thousands depending on what fails. Now let's talk about what actually happens when you follow the lifetime fluid recommendations. Short term, nothing obvious. The fluids are working, the systems operate normally, no warning lights, but internal degradation is occurring. Transmission clutch packs are wearing faster than they should because the fluid isn't protecting them. Differential gears are developing pitting from contaminated fluid. Power steering seals are degrading from acidic fluid. Coolant passages are corroding. Brake components are rusting internally. By 100,000 to 150,000 miles, catastrophic failures start occurring. Transmissions slip or fail completely. Differentials whine or seize. Power steering systems leak or fail. Cooling systems overheat. Brake components seize or fail. All because fluids that were claimed to be lifetime actually broke down and killed the components they were supposed to protect. And here's the financial trap. These failures happen just outside warranty coverage. You followed the manufacturer's maintenance schedule exactly as written. But now you're facing $3,000 to $5,000 in repairs because you trusted the lifetime fluid claim. Compare that to the preventive approach, changing transmission fluid every 60,000 miles, differential fluid every 50,000 to 60,000 miles, power steering fluid every 60,000 to 80,000 miles, coolant every 100,000 miles, and brake fluid every 2 to 3 years. Total cost over 150,000 miles? Maybe $1,500 to $2,000 in fluid changes. Compare that to $5,000 to $10,000 in component replacements from following lifetime fluid recommendations. Here's my professional recommendation for each of these fluids. For automatic transmission fluid, change it every 60,000 miles regardless of lifetime claims. Use the manufacturer-specified fluid type. This single maintenance item will extend transmission life from 120,000 miles to 200,000 plus miles to 200,000 plus miles. For differential and transfer case fluid, change every 50,000 to 60,000 miles or every 30,000 miles if you tow or drive in severe conditions. This prevents gear wear and bearing failure. For power steering fluid, flush and replace every 60,000 to 80,000 miles. This prevents pump failure, rack leaks, and seal damage. For coolant, change every 100,000 miles even if the manufacturer claims 150,000 miles or lifetime. This prevents corrosion, overheating, and water pump failure. For brake fluid, flush every 2 to 3 years regardless of mileage or manufacturer claims. This prevents moisture contamination, corrosion, and brake component failures. These preventive fluid changes cost a fraction of what repairs cost when components fail from degraded lifetime fluids. And they extend the life of expensive components well beyond what manufacturers design for. Here's the bottom line. Lifetime fluids are a marketing lie designed to make vehicles look cheaper to own during the warranty period. Fluids degrade from heat, friction, contamination, and age. When they break down, they destroy the components they're supposed to protect. The 5 fluids I've covered, transmission, differential, power steering, coolant, and brake fluid, all require periodic replacement despite lifetime claims. Don't fall for the lifetime fluid trap. Change fluids on conservative schedules and your transmission, differential, steering, cooling, and brake systems will last 200,000 plus miles instead of failing at 100,000 to 150,000. Have you been hit with expensive repairs from following lifetime fluid recommendations? Drop a comment with what failed and at what mileage. And if this video just saved you thousands in future repair costs, hit that like button. Next week, I'm breaking down the biggest transmission maintenance mistakes that shorten lifespan. Things people do wrong without realizing it. If you're not subscribed, hit that button now. Drop a comment. I respond to everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.